After the Raiders crushing 23-18 loss in their home opener, Davante Adams had this to say: "I just don't got time to wait around. It's not my mentality to take all season to figure it out." Davante Adams says, "Last year was about talk. This year is about doing it." Now, Adams was an absolute stud in this game with 13 receptions, 172 yards, and 2 touchdowns. But it remains to be seen whether Jimmy Garoppolo could see the whole field, man. He threw a lot of errant passes, and Adams is not going to waste the prime of his career on a middling team. Now, Josh McDaniels is on the clock now, man. Mark Davis is on the clock. It is time for the Raiders to turn this around now, or I don't want to see this guy next season.
We've been looking for answers. We've been looking for answers this whole offseason, and it seems like the more answers we look for, the more questions we have. You know, Josh McDaniels was brought here genius, and we haven't seen much genius in his offense. Jimmy Garoppolo was brought here because he was supposed to know the system, and now I don't have as much faith in the system as I once did. Now, this is only games 3. Davante Adams already said that, right? But we are almost at the precipice of the first quarter of the season. You judge seasons kind of in quarters, right? Looking at this season, we've lost 2 games. We got blown out in 1 game. We got 1 game that we gave away. And then the 1 win we have is to a team in the Denver Broncos that got blown out and had a team hang 70 on them, and we only beat them by 1, right? And at this point, Davante Adams is looking like he doesn't believe at this point, and that is very, very eye-opening. You know, in the beginning of this video, you heard what Davante Adams said, man, and those are strong words, man, from a guy who shoots straight. I don't want to see the Raiders, waste the prime of an absolute stud's career. Now, if Jimmy Garoppolo was brought here because he knows the system, the best thing he should have done besides knowing the system is take care of the damn football. This guy's been turning the football over like hotcakes. And now, I got to ask myself, is this something that can be right? Is this wrong something that can be right? Now, it's only game 3, but the way we're losing these games is a referendum on how good Jimmy Garoppolo is, which is the most important thing, and how good of a coach Josh McDaniels is. I mean, when you're down, in the infant stages of the 4th quarter where the game is almost over, and Josh McDaniels shows that he doesn't trust this offense and puts the defense back out on the field when we don't have the greatest defense in the world, it goes to show you exactly what we're dealing with here, man. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. Look, the sky is not falling yet. But I'm going to tell you something. If the Raiders go on this tear and they don't at least, get over 500 within the next 3 games, the sky is falling. And what needs to happen is the axe needs to fall on Josh McDaniels' tenure as a Raider coach. We can't give him a 3rd year. We can't. Things are too crucial. I'm looking at the stadium. The stadium is filled with Pittsburgh Steelers fans. And we pay the highest ticket prices in the National Football League. And now it's time to do something about that. Now, last year, we wanted Carr gone because we, gave him everything. It was almost a decade in. Something needed to change. No one ever said it was Derek Carr's fault, but something needed to change, right? And with these guys, they don't get as much rope because they haven't been here that long. So to me, it's getting to the point where Josh McDaniels' career is on the line. And if he knew any better, he would notice the one big thing about Garoppolo that's not happening is that he can't get the ball out fast enough, man. He really can't, man. I mean, and the velocity on his throws, they look like wounded ducks, and it's probably time for them to start looking at the young pup that they got there sitting, holding that clipboard, Aiden O'Connell, because it's time to get him down. Now, getting back to the Davante Adams situation, Davante Adams, man, is a straight shooter. I love exactly how he goes about his business, and having him in the building elevates this whole team. And losing him is something that you really can't entertain. But at the end of this season, man, if this team is bad, expect for Davante Adams to be gone.